Good morning everyone, good morning sporting community. We're filming from Scampia. Scampia used to be a place of countryside where people used to come for Easter to picnic. And we have the mayor of Naples here. Very important for him to be here because Scampia is a difficult place, famous for criminal activities filmed in the Gomorrah series and the Gomorrah movie. We are here today to run a 10k race around Scampia. The course is very, very flat, so it's going to be fast. I was here last year, but the course has changed slightly and the race is starting from a different place. I don't know how many people are taking part in the race, but definitely a lot of people, large numbers. And on a more significant note, it's April the 25th, and we're here to celebrate Liberation Day. Liberation Day is like the American Independence Day. We celebrate liberation from Nazi-Fascism in Italy. So towards the end of World War II, many cities in Italy liberated themselves, like Naples, which was the main city that fought against Nazi occupation to free itself from this dictatorship. Other cities were freed by the partisans. Other cities like Rome, for instance, were freed by the Allied troops. So this is what we're celebrating today. It's a day of memory. This happened 73 years ago, if I can do the maths correctly, or maybe 74. So many, many years ago, but we try to keep that memory alive. You can see that the mayor is being treated almost as a local celebrity. Everyone is happy to see him here. Many people complain about politicians never caring about working class districts, but you can see for once this is not the case. So the venue of the race today is Scuola Calcio, the football school, Arci Scampia. And on the back there is a poster saying Ciro is alive, which means that unfortunately Ciro was killed, but he's still alive in our memory. This poster is dedicated to a Naples football fan from Scampia who was killed just after a match in Rome against Rome. All sorts of athletes are taking part in the race, including this guy on the wheelchair who is going to be pushed during the race by his friends. Everyone is getting warmed up, so very shortly I will have to leave you and I'll see you after the race because unfortunately I don't have any friends to film the race today. We have people on bikes who are going to follow the race. So the race has grown incredibly since last year. The race is over, and I have to tell you it's one of the most typically Neapolitan races I have ever been to. I'm going to tell you why. Because we're in the middle of a football pitch, so Italians love football, and the prize for the race, for most athletes at least, was a bag of flour. The flour we would use to make bread or make pizzas. So what I'm gonna do with my hard-earned prize is give it to one of my friends, a pizza maker, so he can make lots and lots of lovely pizzas. I'm gonna give you a little review of this race. The race is certainly very well organized. We had 800 people here from about 200 or 300 last year, so incredible number of people today for Scampia. It's a little bit expensive. I ended up paying €9 because I didn't have my own personal microchip, otherwise I would have paid 8. So it's expensive for a 10k race, at least locally. The course is very, very fast, so almost entirely flat. The tarmac is in good condition, so you can easily make a good time during this race. Only one little problem, that sometimes some athletes jumped over pavements and actually cut the course of a race. So we really need some people to check on that, to check that people don't do it, to steal positions. But apart from that, we had excellent refreshments after the race. Everything is well organized. We've got showers, we've got changing rooms, which is not usually the case. So overall, it's a very good race, and if you like a flat course, then I would advise you to take part. Personally, I like races in the hills with lots of ups and downs, but that's down to my personal preferences. The race was organized by Sport and Finanza. Finance meaning of a police corps who pursue people guilty of crimes in economy, crimes in finance, or taxation. A little local history. Scampia is a district that was built up in the 60s to the 70s, and lots of housing facilities were built here without any services, and people came over and occupied state homes without being entitled to. So it became a massive slum for a number of years with no rules, and a lot of criminal organizations using it as a base for drug trafficking and drug peddling. This is starting to change, and the race today is one of the glimpses of hope of this new change.
These are the prizes for the women. 4th and 5th place.
Anna, posso continuare?
Won a beautiful fruit basket. My friend Patrizia Picardi is in 3rd position with 41 minutes and 6 seconds. Loredana Brusciano in 2nd position. Jeanette Anane from Morocco in 1st position. She is the queen of the race today. She is a regional champion with 37 minutes. So we have 2 top athletes from Morocco trying to play ping pong, but they are better runners than ping pong players, definitely. In 3rd position, Carmine Luce, a friend from many trail races, the son of Emilio Luce. Amit Kadiri from Laghetto team in 2nd position. Isham Akal in 1st position, again from Morocco. So that's all for today, blokes. Goodbye from Scampia. As always, if you like the video and are curious for more content, please subscribe to the channel. Goodbye, everyone.